Brilliant stuff. And Claire joins us now. We actually had Delta Goodham in the other day, who is just gorgeous, isn't she?
She's
stunning. She is so lovely. Now, we know this isn't your first solo album, but for you, this is a real sort of celebration of female artists and celebration of the divas, as it were.
Yeah. I think I always used to say that cause I'm not trained, I didn't go to stage school or anything, and I always used to say that I learned how to sing by listening to Karen Carpenter and Karen Carpenter's voice. And then the more I thought about it, it's from many, many artists, so like Whitney and Celine and Barbra Streisand and Olivia Newton-John. I just kind of taught myself how to sing, just singing along and listening to those records that I love, those big, massive anthems,
So you've teamed up with your favourite people, I suppose.
Yeah.
So Delta, tell us how that came about.
Well, I always knew I wanted to do No More Tears, one of my favourite songs ever. And I always used to try and force people to sing it with me at karaoke, but no one ever wanted to. So it was kind of a case of trying to find someone that would do it with me. And all these names were flying about, and someone suggested Delta, and I just got very excited and thought, that would be amazing, but there's just no way. There's just no way that she said yes, and she did say yes straight away. And she's just been an absolute dream to work with on it. It's been lovely.
And this isn't your first album, this is your second album.
Yeah.
Is it more difficult making music as a solo artist, or do you like the comfort of having others around you, sort of in the Steps environment?
I think it's different. Like live performances, I'm finding a bit strange because you get that moment where you can have a little drink of water or something. There's normally someone else there to chat to the audience, and I keep forgetting that, oh, no, it's me. Everyone goes very quiet.
All about you.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, can you just give me a minute?
I do have to say, I just have to have a little quick drink. Just bear with me one sec. But recording and stuff, it's kind of the same.
Right.
We do everything separately anyway. It's quite nice to be the only one making the decision.
That makes a huge difference.
I can imagine.
It takes much less time.
And I can imagine even for little things, like obviously I was in the Saturdays, what feels like many moons ago now.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine now sort of agreeing on the same day off and like little things, when you've had your own career and then going back into that group environment.
It's quite, when we do step stuff, it's always very condensed. So it's normally like there's a 2-week period where we know that every day is going to be steps, and it's kind of, it's easy to, we've all got lives and families and all sorts of other stuff that we have to worry about. So it has to be like that.
And how about in terms of sharing like new material with them? Because I imagine you're close, right? You've been performing together for so many years. Do you ask for their approval almost? Like, do you when you want someone's opinion and you're like, OK, who knows me? Who knows what,
Yeah, I don't ask for their opinion, only because we have so many opinions when we're doing step stuff.
I'm just not how long it could take.
Yeah, I'm not getting involved. I'm not going to let them have any kind of control over it. Yeah, it's my decision. I'm doing it. But yeah, they've got it, and I haven't asked. I don't want any feedback, just in case they hate it.
Have you been surprised at how long the whole Steps thing has lived? We all thought you'd gone away and then it came back. Have you been surprised at the longevity of that band?
I think everybody is, aren't they? Going from 5, 6, 7, 8 to... I think when we first started, everyone saw us a bit of a novelty act and a bit of a... it wasn't going to last. And we did have quite a big chunk of time away, and I think that really helped. And I always say we do have the benefit of hindsight now. It's like we had a career and then we started it again, and we made all the mistakes then, so we hopefully don't make them anymore.
And you must feel so fortunate too, right? Because, some people are never in that position. They're always waiting for their career to get to the next thing. And testament to you guys and the fact, how well-loved you are, selling out arena tours and, albums and everything else, that actually you get to do it again pretty much when you want.
Yeah, it's great. And we don't apologise for what we are. And I think maybe back in the day we did. I just was so desperately wanted to be cool, and we weren't cool, and I'm still not cool, and I'm fine with it now. I'm absolutely fine with it.
Do you think back then you were all thinking maybe one day we will be seen as cool? And actually that's probably done you a favour.
Yeah, I think some people, retrospectively,
Can I tell you were cool to me?
Really?
Oh, are you kidding me? That's like my... Steps were my thing. Yes, of course. Cowboy hats and everything. Yeah.
I made a cowboy hat cool.
You did.
Apparently.
You did.
Amongst a certain age group.
And even now...
5 to 9-year-olds.
But then as a solo artist, do you feel you're more credible? Do you feel that your music is much more grown up? Does it, you know, I'm looking at this here, you know, this is a very different looking to the...
Yeah, it feels worlds apart, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think, I mean, our music, Steps music is quite grown up, really. A lot of our songs, everybody has this image of us as that we're quite kiddie and our songs are quite, I don't know, throwaway, but actually, if you really listen to them, the lyrics are normally quite depressing and quite sad and heartbreaking. So, I don't know, when it's with me, I try and... I always had this battle that people, not only did they think we were a bit of a novelty, but they thought we couldn't do the job that we were there to do. Yeah. And I take singing really seriously.
Yeah,
and I think I'm all right at it.
Oh.
So I kind of wanted to just...
And then some.
Yeah,
it must be so nice being creative in your own space, too.
Yeah.
And knowing, like, what your strengths are and going, you know, we all know you for the voice, right? The voice of the group. When I think of Steps, I think of you, right? So being able to tackle those big power ballads, it must be really refreshing.
Yeah, it is lovely to be able to sing the kind of songs that I absolutely love listening to. The songs I grew up kind of wailing to in my bedroom, and it's just, it's nice to be able to just go for it and all in one big chunk and just kind of go, these are the things that I love, and you know, put them out there and hope everybody else loves it as well. It's,
brilliant.
You know, I never thought I'd do an album of up-tempo bangers on my own. So it's even a bit of a surprise to me.
But it's feel good, right?
Yeah,
we need more
of
of that.
Lovely.
Exactly. And I have to say, it is a great-looking album. I've got a Sharpie pen out, writes on anything, and your album. Could you sign it, please?
Of course.
Not for me, but for the vision mixer who works on this show called Andrew.
Yes, we've heard.
Andrew.
Andrew.
OK.
Andrew's going to be very excited about
Stop
this.
it. He really is for a man called Andrew. Claire, thank you very much
Otherwise known as Andy.
Andrew. You know, it is for
Andrew Peters, please.